across the spectrum and around the globe, we bring you World Combat Sports.
World Combat Sports, yeah. World Combat Sports, yeah. World Combat Sports, World Combat Sports, yeah. World Combat Sports, yeah. World Combat Sports, yeah. World Combat Sports, yeah. World Combat Sports, yeah.
I'm in Atlanta, Georgia with the one and only Brian Norman Jr. How you feel, man?
I'm feeling good, prepared for my fight. Everything's all right.
The Assassin 2.
Yes.
Where did the name come from, man?
It came from my father, the Assassin Norman, the original. You know, I had took it in after he retired. He was the main reason why I wanted to fight. I seen how hard he was working. My trainer right here is his old trainer. They was always working, so I want to be like that.
So Brian, speaking about your dad being an influence in your boxing career, you know, talk about all, leading up to the point, him start training you and everything, and the relationship and dynamic that worked out for you all.
All right, so first, I got to say it like this. Here's the reason I started fighting. Now also, he's my father and also my trainer. So to actually listen to your trainer, you got to respect him. He got my respect for being a very great father, most importantly. So after that, he literally to this day, he never told me anything wrong, ever. So I listened to him, he gave me feedback every time. You know, everybody say I'm an emulation of him pretty much, like point to point. I do stuff that I never even seen him do before. They say, you walk like him, you talk like him, everything, you move like him, move my head like him, throw a jab, everything. So he taught me literally everything I know. You know, he made sure, he got me where I'm at, pretty much.
That's what I like to hear, man, and moving forward in your career, hope y'all stay meshed together, man, bonding. Because you know what, how it is with father-son relationships, man. It's tough in the sport of boxing. We've seen them all across the spectrum,
It's normal gang over here. We bonded too much. That's my best friend, pretty much.
Oh, that's good to hear, man. And that means a lot, for him to be ringside and see you go ahead to compete too. That's gonna give you a lot more energy too.
Oh, he is my energy. I forgot to mention that. That is my energy. If his energy is down, pretty much my energy is down. Whatever. So that's when he know what he got to do. He build it back up. My dad is full of energy. I'm young, but my dad is full of energy. I don't know how, but he just got it. I don't know. So he always just hype or whatever. He throw me in and tell me what to do.
So out in the streets, man, their name tight, like two boxing laces. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They got a lot of good things to say about you. Let's go back to where it all started, man. Was your first professional fight at 17?
Yes, sir.
So at 17 years old, man, why turn professional?
What it was I was winning a whole bunch of amateur tournaments. And then after a while, people was calling. And then we was on the wait till I turned 18, because I wanted to fight grown men. I was already sparring grown men at 14, but they kept changing the rules till you have to be 18 to fight. And we didn't feel like waiting no more for the Olympics and everything. Also, the Olympics come up in 2020. I'm already pro. At 19, finna fight on TV. So we just took the lead, going to get everything started.
So stepping in that first professional fight, man, what was your energy like in there? What was your dad telling you, the coach telling you, you stepping in there? 17 years old, man, young in the game. What responsibility did you feel that had to happen in that first professional fight?
All right, my first professional fight, it meant more than any national I've ever been to. It was because I had to prove a point. I had to step out. This is official. You can lose in the amateurs and come back and win another tournament. You are all right. But in the pros, you have to win. So I trained my heart out for that fight. My daddy said, go out there. If you're not supposed to be in there, take him out. So first round knockout, first minute.
So if he's not supposed to be in there, kind of makes all the sense in the world, because your record is 16 victories, 0 defeats right now.
14
You sitting at 82% knockout ratio with 14 knockouts. So right now you're on a 7-fight knockout streak.
Yes.
So your last opponent, I think his name is Vincent Dickton. You went in there 6 rounds, and you went your first decision in like 7 fights.
Yeah.
What adjustments you felt you had to make in that fight, being that you was on a knockout streak before that?
When I came out hard, knockout streak, I wanted to get another knockout. Now I realized he was a tough opponent, so instead of going all out hard and getting myself tired, I said, all right, cool, stay back, jab, run the combinations, work the body, and just keep moving, keep moving.
Let the young fighters know what that transition is, man, because a lot of young fighters may not have taken that, accountability and said, he's a tough fighter. What round did you find out he was in there for the long haul?
I would say the second round, because I hit him overhand rights to the temple at that. It stuns you. If he could take that and also the body shots I was hitting with, I said, you know what, I think he might be the one that stays. So instead of overexerting myself trying to force a knockout that's not there, or at least not there yet, just adjust and let it come to you. Don't try to force nothing.
Coming out of Atlanta stronghold, man, you know what it is down here with the boxing. You really don't get that much shine to the point. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, when I spoke your trainer, and then I spoke to some other people, I didn't quite know. It's not the fact that you weren't relevant down here in Atlanta. I just didn't know who you were because Atlanta's kind of hush-hush when it comes for rising superstars like yourself.
Yes.
What do you think down here in Atlanta, why it's like that for boxing? Being that you have an impeccable record right now, undefeated, why isn't much more of a halo brought on young rising stars like yourself?
It's because of what boxing really first got big at, for the most part. It came up from New York. You hear a lot of New York and California. Just so people pay more attention to them up there and over here to the west side. So that's why down here you got to bend the Holyfield, Burning Forest, and everything. So we working on everything, and I'll be the one who bring everybody up.
Okay, that's the attitude.
And I will put that on my shoulders. Yes.
Yeah, you need to put Atlanta on your shoulders. We need some fighters that's really recognizable, man. And it's good to meet you for the first time, being that you are a rising star. And like I said, it's a lot of people vouching for you outside these ropes right here. Yeah. They have a lot of good things to say about you. 2019, man. You fought 11 times, man. What was going on in your head? What were y'all talking about? 11 times in 1 year, man.
I just came out the amateurs. I was fighting tournament. All right, when I fought in a tournament, my weight class was stacked. So if it's a 5-day tournament, I fight every day. So it'd be statewide, state tournament. I win that. Go to regionals. I win that nationals. So it's back to back to back to back. So I was kind of used to just fighting back to back. So actually, I wanted to fight even more if I could. So
dang, you don't see too much of that. Back in the day, they used to fight several times. Up 25, 30 times a year, old school. But to see you fought 11 times, and then I think in what was 2018, 2019, you fought 5 times, so you were still staying active. At 16-0, do you think you're going to continue to stay active, maybe about 4 fights a year?
Yes, hopefully I will. I'm ready to take more bigger fight like this. Is my first. Well, I say my last opponent, he was my first step up, and then this one gonna be even another step up. So I just want to keep stepping up, keep the ball rolling.
So you mentioned your next opponent. Coach was talking about how big it is, man. Talk about that. That's what a lot of fighters on the regional level look forward to, the big fight.
Yeah. Talk
about this fight, man, that's on ShoBox.
This will be my first TV ShoBox fight. I'm very grateful for it. My opponent, Flavio Rodriguez, I believe he is a very tough opponent, short, rugged Mexican. He'll come forward, everything. So instead of my game plan, I'll tell you my game plan. My game plan is actually come forward back at him with jab and body work.
I like that mentality, man, because for some reason a lot of boxers feel like it's secret squirrel. It's what they gonna do in the ring, man.
My thoughts on that is, I will tell you what I'm finna do, and I will still do it. I don't care. I don't care if you know me.
All right, that's what's up.
I don't gotta know nothing about you. You just need to know me.
Hey, that's the attitude to have, man. I'm glad I'm getting kind of feel of who you are as a fighter, because the next time I interview, I kind of got a feel of how you were before you stepped in there for the big fight, and then afterwards. So of course, we're looking forward to going to get that victory, man.
Yes.
So right now in 2020, how many fights you plan on staying active for this year?
Hopefully I can have about 6 fights. This would be my second fight, so I say 6 fights.
You're in the welterweight division, 147. What you think about that division right now, man, on the top tier?
Right now I'm at 147. I believe I can take everybody on, but first, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go down to 140, take all the belts over there, and then I'm gonna move up, and I want all the big fights, especially the Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, because I hit the big 2 or whatever, so I want them.
Those are big names. Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, man. Those are big, WBO champion and unified champion, WBC and IBF, Errol Spence. Hey, I don't blame you for reaching for the stars. At 140, I think that's a good decision that you're making, stepping down there, because they need somebody to take over that division.
Yeah.
Regis couldn't get it done. You know what I'm saying?
Really
No knock on Regis.
They don't really have a star down there for it. They got fighters, but don't really have stars. I want to be the big star, the big fight. I want everybody to, 140 division ruled by this person. So I want to be that person.
How did you get this fight, man? How did this big fight come about? Who was looking at you? Wouldn't you get that phone call to say, hey, we want to bring you up to the televised bout?
All right, so I have my good manager, Cameron Duncan. Shout out to him. My last fight was a ShoBox event. It was just off TV. So he told everybody to watch me, look at me. They liked the way I fight. They seen the adjustments I made, how I came out hard, and then adjusted to his style. So they say, he looked good, and see him on the bigger stage.
Talking about styles, is there a fight out there you pretty much emulate off of or take bits and pieces from?
I got 3 of them: Mike Tyson, Roy Jones, and Marvin Hagler.
All right, that's what's up, man. Those 3 quality names, man. Considered greats in the sport of boxing. What do you like about Roy Jones, man?
You all know the athleticism, how quick he is and everything, how unorthodox he is at the same time. Also, people don't give him enough credit. They say he haven't fought nobody. He fought plenty of people. It's just he did it so easy that they say there was nobody.
What about Tyson back in the day?
Pretty much the same thing. It's just different athleticism. Instead of moving, going back, he coming forward, he moving. So I like that. And of course, the body shots. Those are my favorite.
Okay. And War Hagler?
War.
Yeah,
War.
absolutely. Man, I talked to him a couple times on Facebook, man. Good dude, man, to be in many wars as he has, man, still got his wits about him. Talk about you and your coach relationship, man. How long y'all been paired up and he's been working
Barry?
with you? Yes.
Barry, we work from time to time. Now, this is the official camp that he actually stayed on me the whole time. Like back in Amazon, he'll step in every now and then, see what's up, see what I'm doing, just prepare for this moment.
Did your dad, is he still involved in your training?
Yes.
Or anything like that? Okay. So was he a fighter?
Yes, Barry's my father, old trainer also. So, they just work off each other.
So you actually from Decatur?
Yes.
All right, how was it down here growing up? You know what I'm saying? In school, turning professional. What was that peer pressure like growing up?
It wasn't no peer pressure. I started fighting when I was 7 years old. So I think when I was like 12, I knew I was officially going pro. It's not just for fun no more. I'm going pro. So at that point, it was no more peer pressure, anything like that. It's just, I made for this. You gotta do what you gotta do.
I mean, what was your classmates like talking? They know you was good about them hands, right?
Yeah.
Man, this is high school. You 17, man, turning professional. What was the classmates saying to you walking through the halls down here, man?
You got 2 different sides. You got the ones who's smart, who just give my respect and stay out my way. Then you got the people who just want to be retarded. I bet I can beat you.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
Okay.
Please just go mind your business.
All right, that's what's up, man. I actually, went to school down here. When I heard you was from Decatur, I was like, dang, he's from the nesting egg down here in Atlanta. So, it's good to have met you once again as a fighter. I look forward to seeing your fight, man. Let them know what date are you gonna be stepping in the square on that televised bout.
It'll be March 13th, Friday the 13th, pretty much. It's got to be a murder show. You got to do what I got to do. Be ready for a knockout. That's all I will say.
And what can the fight fans follow you on social media, man?
You can follow me on Instagram at officialb.norman, Twitter officialbnorman. Get at me.
And any final words that you have to say to your fight fans, man?
I would like to say thank y'all for supporting me in advance. This is only the beginning. Be tuned.
Last question. What did you think about the fight this past weekend with Wilder?
I hate it.
What you thought about, what's your feedback on the fight in Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder?
I mean, of course, I know I was going for Deontay Wilder, but it was a very tragic moment. It was hard for me. But
What do you think he has to work on, man?
jabbing, he did not jab at all. He got a mean right hand, but you can't land the right hand without a jab unless you get lucky. So just like the fight before that, the Ortiz fight, as you see, he was getting beat the whole fight. I was still going for him then, I'm just keeping it real. He was getting beat the whole fight, right hand, put him to sleep. But this time,
I heard your coach tell you that in the ring. You know, if you're gonna set anything up, you know, start with the jab.
Everything comes off the jab. Everything.
Why do you think it's not the case with him, you know, really working his jab? Like he was throwing a touch jab out there, pulling it, and then trying to come with the right hand. Why do you think he just wasn't popping it out there?
Because he know what he got. He got a mean right hand. He know if he hit you, you're going to sleep. So he know that for a fact. So he relies on it too much. But to make it easy on yourself, throw a jab out. A real jab.
Hey, that's what it is. Man, you sound like you got your head level, man, in this sport of boxing, man. Like we said before, go in there and handle business, man, and we shall see you again. Brian Norman Jr., the Assassin 2, 16-0, 14 knockouts out of Decatur, Georgia, man. Headed for one of the biggest fights of his career. Salute to you for World Combat Sports, man, to get that victory.
All right, thank you.